Hello, I'm Grimble, and I've decided to put together this animation to show you my analysis of this guy's work and, well, my guy's work. Shall we continue? Let's start off with this image. Now, this is one of Osamu's most famous pieces, known as Astro Boy, a boy made of tin, metal, and fights crime. And as you can see, if I just move down here, Osamu's use of large eyes that was inspired as a child. Now, one thing you may notice is that his panels aren't all perfect squares. They're not all the same as you might find in a typical comic strip. They're all different sizes, which makes it much more interesting to look at. Tezuka's artwork is known for its pioneering techniques, such as breaking the fourth wall, where characters would show that they're fully aware of their surroundings and that they know that they're in a manga novel. For example, one character might complain that their panels are too small, or they might break the frames if they run too fast. Like so. But apparently that doesn't seem to be the case. Do you mind? Thank you. Although only using blacks and whites, Tezuka has managed to create some interesting textures such as this, and this. They look scribbled and contrast massively to the bold, plain textures that are used here. Tezuka's shapes and physicality in his characters are very organic and curved. The only straight lines you can see are the frames of the panels and the lines that are used to show impact. Tezuka has done well to show reflection in his work. Over here there is just a simple white line to show that this is reflective and metallic. The reason for the lack of colour is because it is traditional to use blacks and whites in a manga novel. If you look in more modern novels such as Death Note or Hack, you can see that they too stay true to manga traditions. Hey, you still awake? Come on, let's go analyse some more artwork! Now this is a piece from the manga novel Blackjack. It's about a doctor who uses his medical knowledge to save lives in various situations. In this strip, he is attempting to perform surgery on himself, to save himself from a bleak death. Even though Blackjack can perform surgeries at impossible feats, Tezuka used his knowledge from medical school to write the plot, so he used fact to create fiction. Unlike the last piece, this extract of Blackjack has more oblonged panels. They are straighter and are either vertical or horizontal and are never at an angle. Again, he has used very interesting textures to show off different materials. This pattern over here shows us that this is viewing under the skin. This is a good example of Tezuka using his knowledge of medical science in his work, as he would know what the inside of a body looks like. There is a technique used in this extract which pioneered how manga is displayed. The angle at which you can see the illustrations gives off a cinematic effect. Tezuka always wanted his readers to feel like that they were watching a movie, which is a coincidence because there are two Blackjack movies. Intermission! Thank you. This is the third and final piece of my analysis of Osamu Tezuka. It is a cover illustration of an Astro Boy book. On the right, Astro Boy. On the left, that guy. Unlike the last two works, this one actually uses colour. If I'm not mistaken, which I usually am, I'd say that Tezuka used acrylic paint to colour this image. Notice that now, with the use of colour, Tezuka has created different tones. Unlike the crosshead shading he used in his comics, there is a smooth contrast to show light and shade. If you look closely, you can see that the entire image is highlighted with a slightly thicker line, which helps the piece to stand out. Also, unlike the comic strips, there is an actual background to this piece, which uses very simplistic colours from light grey all the way to dark grey. The title itself has no dynamic tones or textures, it's just made of simple bold colours, but it does make the title a lot more eye-grabbing. The pattern Tezuka used on this guy's shirt reveals what this character might be like. I mean, for a man who decided to use a tablecloth as a matching jacket and trousers, must obviously be an old, out-of-date sort of character. And don't get me started on what Astro Boy might be like. Seriously, who decided to deprive this boy of a decent shirt? Anyway, most of the shapes in this piece are round and circular. This usually represents organic objects, although some of the machinery in the background is also circular, which might be an indication that this is set in the future. Is that it? Are we done? Really? Ah, thank good. Wait, what? We still need to shoot the credits? Fine, wait till morning.